right, guys. So, yeah, you know, the problem with having only 100 recommendations is, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna. Actually, yeah, I will. The problem is that it's, you know, like 100 recommendations seems like it should be really cool, right? But you know, I could flip through those 100 thumbnails and see maybe one that might be interesting. We're just gonna test this out. I just kind of stuck some glue in there because it was the threads were slipping. So anyway, yeah, I can flip through 100 recommendations and maybe see one that'll be like, oh, one video, you know, from one thumbnail. I'll be like, oh, maybe I want to watch that. We'll see. What else is there? And then I can get through the rest of them, and there's nothing else. I mean, I know it's hard to believe, right? 100 recommendations, and there's maybe one, you know, video that I'm just a little interested in, right? It's not even like, oh, I want to watch that, right? You know, on a good day, or, you know, at a good time. Is this working or not? Uh-oh. Is this working or not? Yeah, that's strong. Okay. You know, if it happens to be a good time, there'll be maybe 2, maybe 3 videos. And I'm like, okay, I gotta watch that. But, yeah, man, out of 100, all right, what's going on here? Oh. Yeah, and again, I'm doing this at a very awkward angle, guys, so please forgive my how long this is taking me. And okay, so this thing's back in action. Very happy about that. But yeah, out of 100, imagine that, out of 100 recommendations, and like I said, it's mostly mainstream stuff now, and they're giving me old stuff too. Like there's stuff that's popping up from 13.5, 2 years ago. It's very it's very selective now about which videos it picks to recommend. Yeah, you know, if it's an old video that's good, like maybe it's because I watch old music videos or old, you know, concert footage and stuff like that. So maybe that's triggered the older video thing going on there. You know, so this from the 80s, like I said, so, you know, it's pretty cool. Even the cheapo guitars at that time, you know, they would come with a regular mechanical switch like this, you know, half decent pots. Not so sure about the jack. That looks a little, you know, you know, like, that could see some problems over these. But I mean, this thing is, what is this? This thing is 40, almost, wait, is it really? Yeah, that thing's like 40, probably around 40 years old. And I bought this, I was going to a comic book shop, actually, some city, and that's what drew me there. But then there happened to be a guitar shop next door, and I guess it was fairly new, so it wasn't in the phone book. But so yeah, you know, I went to the comic shop, didn't really find anything, and then I went next door to the guitar shop. At the time, I owned 2 electric guitars, so I saw this one, and yeah, it was one of those things where never heard of this model, didn't know anything about Squires, and what's holding us up here? Oh, come on. Yeah, like I said, awkward angle, don't really, oh, there we go. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, that's cool. Now, the one thing you might know, oh yeah, so didn't know anything about this model, didn't know about the Squires. But this one, it was the, I don't know, it was the neck, was the first thing. And, but again, you know, my third guitar. So, boy, this thing, and let me tell you, when I first got it, I didn't realize it until later, but this thing was a Thurd. Get what I'm saying? I bought it, it was in the early 90s. And, you know, so you can imagine, right? You know, these things are starting to gain a little popularity nowadays, I guess, you know. Not that much, but enough that where it's, you know, I wouldn't pay the prices that people are asking. But so this guitar at the time was, I don't know, maybe 10 years old. You know, it was considered a real piece of junk, a real Thurd. It's about 120 bucks, so you include tax and everything, and you get a pretty good idea. And, you know, I remember thinking, man, for this little, obviously student model Squire like this, little body, but it's got a full-size neck, okay? It's a little on the slim side, and, you know, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but that's the rumor that they said, is that they would take the necks that were made for Telecasters, but if they were not quite right up to spec, they'd put them on one of these. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit more recently, and doing some work on these. You know, I've been doing some nut work, and so I brought this one out. And so yeah, like I said, I've been working on this thing for over 30 years, little by little, just little things. And one thing that you might notice is the pick guard, the scratch plate. It's like, what kind of poop brown scratch plate is that on there? What is that? That's unusual. Oh yeah, it is. I had this one custom made. So if you factor that in, I probably did pay more, like 160 bucks for this. I mean, if you include what I paid for this, because you know, it was kind of an unusual model, so there you couldn't just buy one. You had to send the old one in and have them use that as a template. And I gotta say, they did a good job. I wish I could remember who it was, but it was a long time ago. Like I said, this was in the 90s. There was one of the wires got stuck between the body and the scratch plate, the pick guard here. And so there was a lump in the, I think it was right here. It was a kind of a, you know, pretty good sized lump in the pick guard. And you know, I was, you know, just getting to know guitars, and I didn't know what to do about it. So I just paid the money and picked out this color because I thought it was unusual, and I thought it would look cool. It looked a little bit lighter when I looked at it. I think it was a catalog, you know, and so it's a little bit darker, and I think it's even darkened a little with age. And you know, I've grown to like it, but I thought it was going to be a little bit more milk chocolatey. So yeah, I went in there. I like it. You know, it's got the stamped steel fender stamped saddles. It's got a nice sized tremolo block. All right, they used to put regular sized tremolo blocks in these guitars. You know, the regular thickness, pretty weighty. And yeah, the switch is, we'll see if it's, everything was kind of scratchy, and the strings, I think I left the original strings on there, man, because, you know, I liked it. I liked the way it sounded. But then I realized that the strings are ancient, you know, especially on the D string, man. It was just like, right, as one guy says. And, so I put I can't say a new set because it's a set that I've had for a little too long, because when I took it out of the packaging, there was a little bit of corrosion on the two highest strings, so I just kind of sandpapered that stuff off. So that's fine now. So yeah, this model, I mean, I guess I can say it now because it's already sort of out of reach for me. But yeah, this is one of my little pet models. The Squire made them, and before that, Fender made them. And so I think those necks are possibly, again, I really don't know for sure. They're actually Telecaster necks. This one is definitely on the smaller side, a little bit slimmer. So it's a smaller neck, but it is a full 25 and a half. Pretty cool. It's got the I think those are the MIJ tuners, say Fender on them. And yeah, it's got the poop brown pickguard on it. Alright, let's see how it sounds. Okay, let's turn it on. Oh yeah, see I gave the pots a little spray. Boy did they need it. Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth and quiet now. And so is that. Yeah. One guy's right. That stuff really works. Switch is quiet too. Awesome. All right. Okay, so there's the bridge. Let's go with middle. It's a little dark, but this amp is, you know. Neck. Okay, hold on. I left the high end a little too low. Oh, we were in the 4. Well, there's what the neck sounds like in its current position. There's 4. There's 2. And there's bridge. Alright guys, that's about it for today. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice day.